Hey guys, so I want to thank everyone lately who has subscribed to my channel. I'm really grateful for that. I haven't been putting out a whole lot of content. Actually, I haven't been putting out any content, and it makes me feel really bad. So I'm all about sharing. I'm all about trying to show something as I draw some traffic through my website and through what I do, obviously. So please feel free or please go to my website and check out the stuff that I do, and hopefully the stuff that I share in the meantime helps you, or at least opens your eyes or shows you something different, and in the end it will just help you grow and help you be better. I'm a huge believer that none of us is good enough. Maybe some of the top pros are, and even then I'm sure if they don't watch themselves, they don't act the same way we act, then they won't be at the top of their game. They won't be as good as some, other kid who's out there hungry, learning and sharing and doing all that kind of stuff. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I'm always trying to grow, always trying to change, always trying to get better, and always trying to share. So with that said, I'm just putting this super quick video. I have no idea how good or how bad this is going to be, which seems to be my MO lately, at least as I started this channel. We're like on the third or fourth video, and hopefully you're enjoying it, and if you are, then keep coming, and I'm gonna keep putting out my heart out there, and it might not be perfectly filtered, but I can guarantee you it'll be 100% pure and honest. So that's where we at. Now, the reason I wanted to do this video, I thought about it while I was editing this wedding. I'm still actually editing it, so I'm kind of putting myself out there by putting everything in between as well for the world to see. But let things be, and just believe that good things will come out of it. I believe we're all imperfect, and we all do our best, and we all make mistakes, and we all are trying our best, and we're just trying to be better, and we're trying to do the best for our couples. We really do care about what we do, and we all have our style, and I know I do. I have my own thing going, and I'm very proud of it, and I believe that a lot of the influence that I have had from the past has really shaped me, and I have looked through so many people I wanted to be like, and through the process I kind of became something of a blend of all those things, and then even further down that process, I have become more me than I even knew I was. And this is kind of what is me, this sort of, kind of different sort of frames that I hope you find different, and I hope that are unique in some level. And I'm grateful because the point of today's video is exactly this. It's exactly couples. Is exactly about how we get to this, how we get to do what we do. One of the greatest lessons I ever learned was about how show more what you want to do. Show more work. Show more of the kind of work that you want to shoot more of. So I constantly show more of this, even though as a business person I'm starting to show more variety, just to show a versatility and to show a diversity that I think people still want. But the greatest reason for this video is because this beautiful, amazing couple that you're looking at the screen here for the last couple of minutes, they're very traditional. They had a beautiful wedding. They're super stylish. They're super modern. They were very concerned with traditional images and certain things that I think are very more on the traditional side of photography, which we all have to do. But it's not something that I necessarily market out there a whole lot for. I try to keep things a little bit, more like a little bit edgier, a little bit more modern, a little bit different for couples who have that sort of, who can identify with that. And these two beautiful people found me, and even though they liked my work, and I think they were really into it, they had all these other concerns, which I wanted to also meet, and I communicated with them the best I could to let them know that I kind of do what I do. I can't be anything else besides that. But I will, as we got to this, as I went to the wedding, let's just say it like this. As I got to the wedding, my main concern was to take care of them. I knew the things that they wanted. I knew the things they cared for. and I wanted to make sure that they were happy, and I took care of those things. But with that said, and the reason for this video, the big but, is that I had my own self-interest in it because I have a vision and I know I can deliver images like this that they will never be able to get from someone else, not locally at least. So the reason for the video is that I want to show you, and I'm going to show you my raw files, so forgive me. And I'm going to show you all the different things that, how we got to this point. So we started with some images. We're doing some more traditional images. I'm getting to interact. They're a little bit timid. They're a little bit shy, you know, like most people in front of a camera anyway. We're uncertain. They want to look beautiful, and they're very good looking couple. So that wasn't necessarily the hard part. The hard part is always to just get people to trust you and to get them to do things that they might not be so comfortable to do in front of a camera, you know, like, you know, even being intimate and close and things like that. But once you sort of start working with people, you start seeing that they kind of start working in that direction, you know, they start sort of trusting you. And at first they're going to do some of the things that they normally do, but then as you start coaching them, you start getting different things, you know, like for example, they're going to kiss the way they normally kiss, but you know, as I'm coaching them through it, I'm going to tell them, hey, kiss like, you know, don't pucker your lips or something like that, to just get, you know, the shots. As we're shooting these, and I love some of these so much, and there's some amazing shots in here for the couple at least. I don't need to say, you know, blow my own horn as far as amazing, but amazing shots for the couple. And as we're playing with this, it was super windy, and my assistant, and this is not something I normally do. I don't play with the veils. I don't fluff it. I don't throw it up in the air to make it look like it's flying in the wind. If the wind takes that thing, I'm gonna let it fly. But on this particular case, my assistant, I shouldn't say my assistant, my friend who came and shot this wedding with me, she was amazing. She played the role of my assistant here. But she grabbed the veil, and all of a sudden this veil just kind of takes off, and we start playing with it a little bit. You know, normally I would have been like, no, let's just maybe like let it go or whatever. But it kind of looked cool. It didn't look stiff. It didn't look like somebody's grabbing and throwing it in the air. It actually looked like there was wind there, because there was. It was extremely windy, as you can see, like in the back of his jacket. Like the wind is picking up, you know, like good. So as we're trying to get some good ones of these, and I got a couple of really nice ones as they're really kind of like in the right position, close enough, and intimate, and her hair is not, you know, the veil's not pulling her hair so hard, because that's all going to happen as this process of just capturing one particular image that is great out of a series of images. And this is why I shoot so heavy, because I'm talking to them or I'm watching them. Those are the two things that I do a lot. I'm either waiting for them to get really comfortable and just kind of like everything falls into place, whether it's the veil in the right place, or their face, or the kiss, or their expression, or, you know, like when they're not like nervous and looking away, or someone is making a little bit of a face, or they're in the middle of a sentence. All those things, you just have to shoot through them. I shoot through them. I shoot through them because a lot of times I know what I'm looking at, but I don't know exactly when that moment's going to happen. And I'm just kind of waiting for it, but I'm also shooting in between just to try to get some extra frames. And sometimes you get a good frame in between those shots, but you're just still waiting for that perfect thing. But you also have to know when to stop. I mean, there is a moment where you have to stop. You can't stay in the same spot forever. And at one point or another, you have to be like, okay, I think I got a couple of good frames here out of all these frames, and we just got to move on. Now, one of the things that, and the main reason of the video, one of the things that I really wanted to sort of talk about is the fact that my couple is traditional. I shot their wedding day in a fairly traditional way, within, you know, the limitations of my style and my own, you know, way to shoot. But the cool thing about it is that when you really kind of show a lot of this stuff online, when you really kind of talk to your clients about like, hey, I do this, you kind of have to trust me on this. They come the wedding day, there will be things that they might be out of their norm, but they kind of have seen it and they trust you and they're gonna go with it. And this is kind of what happened here as we start. As my friend is actually shooting through the veil on this side of the veil of her. So she's on this side just trying to get some shots. Actually, she got some really, really cool ones one in particular that I just truly love. And I'm just trying to just get. I don't really care about the veil at this point. I'm really just looking for them. I'm looking for that for that image that is just great, and they're both got the right expression and all that stuff. But in the process of that, then I just started moving, and I was like, okay, that's enough of this. So now let's start moving and observe this scene. And I saw this veil was kind of kicking back behind him pretty good, and I like that a whole lot better than trying to make a veil kind of like look fluffy from the side. So I went to the opposite side. I adjusted for it. I knew immediately I'm not going to go for a clean shot like this. Now I'm going for something else. I'm going to just play with it now. I'm really kind of like, I got a couple of clean shots. I know they're going to be happy with those. Let me do something different for them that they might be surprised, and they might be like, whoa, this is awesome. And I know my bride actually loves this shot. Particularly the one that I show you, she was quite in awe about it, and I think that's important. I think, you know, giving you a couple of shots that are beautiful and natural and traditional is great, but when you can deliver that one shot that they're like, wow, that's cool, then you've done something different, more like, oh, that's pretty, or like they're looking at the one that is where they look the most prettiest, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, so I just started kind of playing with this, and I had to keep coaching him. I had to keep telling him, you guys got to stay here. You got to get closer, closer, closer. Because at first they wanted to be more like after the couple of kisses, there was a couple of shots here where they wanted to sort of be in this distance, and they kind of wanted to talk. And I was like, no, let's talk in more closey, get in there. You know, I don't necessarily want it to them kissing the whole entire time. But, you know, there's a couple of points where they start looking around. It's like, what's going on? How long do we have to do this for? We just keep talking to them. You can tell them, you know what, you guys look beautiful. Keep doing it. Keep close. You know, just enjoy yourselves. Enjoy this moment. Enjoy this breeze. Just hold each other like it's going to be the last time ever you're going to hold each other. And that's kind of what happens here. And he's holding her. And these are not the shots I'm looking for. But this is the moment that they can share and they can have for themselves and enjoy the moments where we are doing this series of photos. But then just stuff happens sometimes. They had this little moment where they like kind of just held hands, and I didn't coach him to do this, and the veil just kicked, and like when he kicked like this, I was like, holy moly, like that's awesome. So I'm just shooting through it. I know this veil is going to get to places where I totally want to be, you know. And I actually never showed her a photo in the back of the camera. I usually never do that. Every once in a while, I show maybe one frame throughout the day. But I just don't really. I like the surprise. I know my couples trust me. They've seen stuff online and all that stuff. But like, you know, so I never actually went ahead and showed her any of these images. This is what I'm looking at. They're not gonna look the way I want them to look in the back of the camera anyway. Even though I do shoot in monochrome, and I shot most of these in monochrome, so they would have looked fairly close to a black and white, not quite as faded as those, but you know. But yeah, so we're just kind of still doing this thing and still kind of just working this image. I'm telling them, you know, I can't have you guys super close. Just kind of give me a little bit of a gap. So this is the kind of stuff that there's quite a few great images that came out of this that I think are powerful and I think are unique. And I personally will print those and put them in my house. I think that they will be a one of a kind. I don't shoot. I don't shoot for the same images at every wedding. I don't try the same things at every wedding. I don't deliver the same things for every couple at every wedding. And the reason I do that is because I just don't really know how to do that. Number one. And number two, I just don't have a repertoire. And I think the good thing about it is because it keeps me on my toes. I'm keep looking for things that are different for every couple and different for every situation. And in the end of the day, honestly, like every couple's gonna get something different. Every couple's gonna be like, you know, not every single couple's going to get the same image. Like, this is awesome. I love this. So not every couple's gonna have the same images, and not every couple, you know, can be like, oh, you know, like, can you just take this photo for me? Because I might, if it's something kind of traditional and stuff, I might do the same thing. But when it comes to this kind of creative stuff, I don't know. Whatever's there, whatever's in the environment. And the part that really motivated me to do this video, and I haven't even looked through this ones to the point where I know what to finish, what to end up as an edit. But I was looking through this and I was like, this is a lot of trust. This is a girl who wants to be a girly girl. She wants to be a beautiful bride, and God bless her because she's so beautiful. And she let me do this. We wanted to get a shot of the back of her dress, and it was just not going to happen here. We had gotten it earlier, but I kind of wanted to try it again just to make sure I got it because it was important to her. And then the wind just wouldn't let us because the light was on the opposite side of where we need to be. So I just started doing this, and when the veil just took over her face, I was, I don't remember at the time actually, but as I look at these images, I am so blown away by the fact that she let me do them, and I guess that's the whole point that I'm trying to say. When we just keep we just have to keep that trust with ourselves that we're gonna do something different for our couples, and I think our couples are going to trust us in the process. And I don't know. I mean, they may or may not be a great image here, and that's okay because that's something that when it comes to what I do, it goes with the territory. I'm gonna try some things that are gonna work, and I'm gonna try some other things that are not gonna work. And that's okay. I'm perfectly okay with it. But the main point was that she actually allowed me to try it. And that's the point that I'm mostly wanted to make with this little video. Just keep asking. Keep telling people to try things. Keep fearless, really. And that's really what the message might be here. And I really believe that if you stay fearless, you're going to get some incredible shots that nobody else is going to get. And you're going to be surprised about them. And you can use them and show them. And it will kind of set you apart a little bit as well. So, I hope this video was in any way kind of intriguing to you. And I hope it was fun. And I hope you got something cool out of it. And if you have any questions, let me know, and check out my website. It will be at the bottom of this video. All right, take care, guys.